Hello and welcome to the news at 10 on NTA News24 live from Abuja. I'm Ikaria Clinton and here are the headlines. PDP crisis deepens as suspension and counter-suspension surge.
We must give him that suspension.
ECOWAS evaluates regional integration, identifies single currency as key ingredient. Lagos State Criminal Investigation Department arrests serial commercial taxi rapist and armed robber. The National Working Committee of the People's Democratic Party has suspended its national legal advisors, secretary and organizing secretary for 1 month for alleged anti-party activities. Timothy Yusuf reports that this development was after an emergency National Working Committee meeting following a court ruling that halted the party's planned national convention. The party's suspended National Secretary, Senator Samuel Anyao, however, convened another NWC meeting suspending PDP National Chairman, Ambassador Umar Damagun, and 5 other national officers.
And also, he will abreast you of all the things we have discussed.
The Emergency National Working Committee meeting held at the party's Legacy House in Abuja lasted several hours. Addressing the media, the PDP National Publicity Secretary, Debo Ologoagba, said the NWC, in line with the party's constitution, came to the conclusion to suspend the National Legal Advisor, Kamaldeen Ajibade SAN, Deputy National Legal Advisor, Okechukwu Soha, National Secretary, Senator Samuel Anyao, and National Organizing Secretary, Captain Umar Bature, for 1 month, and referred them to the PDP Disciplinary Committee, having reviewed the party's activities, especially in the recent past.
In the case of the National Secretary, pursuant to Section 36(2) of the Constitution, as amended in 2017, the Deputy National Secretary, Honorable Architect Sotendo Sotonji Koshedo, shall act as the National Secretary. And in the case of the Legal Advisor, the National Legal Advisor and the Deputy Legal Advisor, the National Director of Legal Services has been empowered and directed to oversee the activity of the department during the period of suspension.
In another 10, the suspended PDP officers have reacted at another factional NWC meeting held in Abuja.
After an emergency meeting, we decided as a party to suspend Ambassador Umar Damagun, the national chairman of the party, for incompetence, misappropriation of party funds, and disobedience, flagrant disobedience of court judgments. Secondly, we have looked at the activities of the National Public Secretary, Honorable Debo Ologoagba. For us to have sanity in the party, we must give him that suspension. Thirdly, we have looked at Ambassador Arakwaja, who also has joined as the Deputy National Chairman South, who is supposed to have advised the National Chairman, connived in such anti-party activities.
The factional NWC members announced that the National Vice Chairman North Central, Mohammed Abdul Rahman, take over the affairs of the party as acting National Chairman. Timothy Yusuf, NTA News.
A stronger political community and improved economic base will help ECOWAS and other regional blocs in Africa to transit quickly from government-centered institutions to one that put the people first. At the Second Continental African Public Square in Abuja, the need for the actualization of the single currency objective of ECOWAS was identified as one of the key ingredients needed to achieve the goal of regional integration. Kelvin Iwonwaye reports.
A brainchild of the African Leadership Center and the Amandla Institute and partners, the Continental African Public Square is designed to bring scholars and governmental bodies together to advance the cause of continental integration using the various regional institutions as building blocks. This year, the focus is on ECOWAS at 50, especially how to transform one of the pacesetters of regional integration in Africa into a truly ECOWAS of the people. At the heart of that aspiration is the lingering single currency debate, insecurity, and the changing political landscape in the sub-region.
I've argued that ECOWAS was created as an economic integration body. So why is it delving into politics and others' internal affairs? That argument ignores history. You know, in that at the height of the Cold War, with ideological differences and then proxy influences on the continent, it was practically impossible, you know, to create an organization based on common political values, you know, like democracy and others. So it was the epoch that determined the character of ECOWAS. That was the first period.
And on such critical matters as the ECOWAS single currency, its promised launch had become an endless wait as the target date kept being shifted on account of various technicalities.
A flexible model of operation that can incorporate the Sahelian bloc of Burkina Faso, Niger, and Mali to continue to be part of ECOWAS as AES partners while maintaining their distinct identity was canvassed at the conference. In Abuja, Kelvin Ebonwaye, NTA News.
Crack detectives and smart operatives of the State Criminal Investigation Department, SCID, Bangti Lagos State Police Command, have arrested one Adebayo Ben Adibola, identified by some of the victims as a driver whose picture appeared in viral online posts in connection with multiple cases of rape, defilement, assault, occasioning harms, indecent assault, and multiple armed robberies on female passengers in some parts of the state. A statement by the Command Police Public Relations Officer, SP Abimbola DBC, states that following the directives from the Commissioner of Police, Lagos State Command, Olonwuda Rejimo, the crack detectives and smart operatives of the State Criminal Investigation Department commenced a detailed and discreet investigation into the complaint from victims of the dastardly acts of the suspect. The painstaking investigation by the police joint investigation teams resulted in the arrest of these vicious and very notorious suspect. The operational vehicle being used by the suspect, a red-color Toyota Corolla vehicle, was recovered from his possession. The suspect is currently in police detention. The investigation is being intensified to arrest other suspects who are suspected to have been involved in the commission of the crimes. Meanwhile, the Lagos State Police Command has extended its heartfelt congratulations and felicitations to Ayo Ogunso on his appointment as Executive Secretary of the Lagos State Security Trust Fund, LSSTF. A statement by the command states that Ogunso's appointment is a clear testimony to the unwavering trust and confidence that the Governor of Lagos State, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, has in him. Over the years, Ogunso has demonstrated exceptional selflessness and commitment to strengthening the security architecture of Lagos State. The Commissioner of Police, Olonwuda Rejimo, is confident that Ogunso, as a distinguished member of the LSSTF board, will assume his new role with deep institutional knowledge, proven integrity, and unwavering dedication, coupled with a strategic understanding of the security needs of Lagos State. The command has no doubt that he will deliver on his mandate successfully. Corps Marshal Federal Road Safety Corps, Shehu Mohammed, says the Corps will not condone any act of bribery and corruption and other nefarious activities from officers and men of the Corps, as integrity of the Corps remains paramount. He said this while reacting to the arrest of 6 officers of the Corps who engaged in bribery. Oyeyemi Ajayi reports.
The Special Intelligence Squad of the Corps Marshal of Federal Road Safety Corps had on Saturday, 1st of November 2025, apprehended 2 teams from Gwagwalada and Abaji Unit Commands, respectively. A total of 39,600 naira were found with them, money said to have been extorted from the motoring public. The Abaji Unit Command was said to be using point-of-sale operator to collect monies from motorists.
From the military checkpoint, along with this bag, immediately we alerted from our vehicle. He threw this into a ditch where rice was planted. We videoed it, we recovered it. Unknown to them, we have deployed a drone it has recorded everything they were doing.
The FRC Commercial, Sheikh Mohammed, maintained that these personnel, according to the core regulations, will be dismissed from the service after completion of investigation process. He, however, cautioned the public against bribing FRC officers while encouraging motorists to ensure they get the names on the chest plate and report any personnel demanding money from them through its mobile app and toll-free line 112 or the FRC radio. Oyeyemi Ajayi, NTA News.
Commander General of the Nigeria Forest Security Service, Dr. Joshua Osatimehi, has urged all stakeholders to give maximum support to the newly appointed service chiefs as they take on the critical task of securing the nation. Speaking with newsmen in Abuja, Dr. Osatimehi congratulated the new security chiefs, describing the appointment by President Bola Tinubu as a timely and strategic move toward addressing Nigeria's persistent security challenges. The NFSS Commander General expressed confidence in the capacity of the newly military and security leaders to restore peace and stability across the country, especially in areas ravaged by banditry, terrorism, kidnapping, and other violent crimes.
This is the opportunity for all of us to coagulate our efforts together to make sure that we support Mr. President's line of thought in area of strengthening the national security. And we, as a critical stakeholder, the NFSS, in terms of internal security, we know that our primary mandate and objective is to gather local intelligence, to make sure the forest corridor are properly sanitized.
This is the news at 10 on NTA News24. More stories when we return.
Furniture's legendary final sale of the year is here. This festive season, enjoy extra savings on luxury and comfortable sofa sets, modern and functional dining sets, sophisticated and smart bed sets, and our royal collections. Classy, premium, and truly exclusive. Shop 10 million naira and receive a complimentary Daisy tea set. Spend 15 million and take home a 65-inch smart TV. Go higher at 20 million and experience unmatched comfort with our exclusive massage chair. Visit our showrooms in Abuja, Lagos, Kano, and Enugu, or shop online. It's big, it's bold, it's unforgettable. It's Baffy Furniture's legendary final sale of the year.
And the National Productivity Order of Merit Award goes to... The only tomato paste manufacturer to win the National Productivity Order of Merit Award by the Federal Government of Nigeria, endorsed by the Association of Private Medical Practitioners of Nigeria. This is an evidence of 100% natural goodness, great quality and great taste. So eat healthy to live longer. Use Arisco tomato paste and products. 100% natural tomato. Better food na correct. Buy now and enjoy up to 20% discount. Arisco tomato paste, the taste of Nigeria.
Feel the power of precision, engineered to perfection. Every component is crafted with care, and each design is meticulously tested. From concept to creation, our engineers push the boundaries of technology, seamlessly blending performance and sustainability with a deep commitment to African ingenuity. Introducing the CNG Boss, a remarkable achievement in engineering designed to operate on compressed natural gas, a cleaner and more sustainable fuel alternative. At Innocent Vehicles, we proudly lead the way in creating greener mobility across Africa. And it doesn't stop there. From SUVs to sedans, spacious buses to electric cars, Innocent offers a wide range of models designed to meet every need. Innocent Vehicle, the pride of African road.
This is NTA News24.
Glad to have you back. In a renewed effort to boost school attendance and enhance learning outcomes, The federal government has launched a pilot breakfast scheme under its homegrown school feeding program. The initiative targets primary school pupils, with Kano State among the first to benefit. Aminu Umar reports.
The homegrown school feeding program, a federal government initiative, provided daily nutritious meals to pupils in public schools across the country. A strategy designed to enhance learning outcomes and boost school enrollment. Building on its success, the federal government has launched a pilot breakfast scheme tagged Snacks for Thought.
Evidence from across the world has shown that school feed is not only nutrition, but also enrollment, attendance, and cognitive performance.
Even though it's a national program, but we are selling the ideas to developing partners, to state governors, to come and put together their private sector for the social, corporate social responsibility of their private sector.
Governor Abba Kabir Yusuf, represented at the event, said the initiative aligns with Kano State's education policy and reaffirmed the government's commitment to ensuring its success.
We will work closely with all stakeholders to ensure transparency, accountability, and sustainability to achieve the desired objective of the program.
The Ministry of Education remains deeply committed to every effort that improves access, quality of education, and pupils' retention in school.
For the pilot phase, primary schools in 4 local government areas of Kano State have been selected to benefit from the new breakfast scheme. In Kano, Amin Umar, NTA News.
Driven by this vision for global peace, the Nigerian Tulip International Colleges, NTIC, has launched an initiative, the NTIC Model United Nations Conference, a platform designed to engage young people in developing essential skills in communication, consultation, and cooperation, nurturing them to become true advocates of peace. Oluseyi Adiagbo reports on the inaugural edition of the conference held in Abuja with the theme, The Role of the Youth in Sustaining Global Peace.
The United Nations, as the world's most universal intergovernmental organization, continues to play a vital role in maintaining global peace and in protecting and promoting human rights. In the same spirit, the NTIC is using its Model United Nations initiative to stimulate the workings of the UN, building the capacity of young people to contribute meaningfully to global peace whenever and wherever they have the opportunity. The gathering brought together students from NTIC's secondary schools across Nigeria to Abuja in what diplomats and other invited guests have described as a laudable and timely initiative.
I'm sure this is going to go a long way in their academic careers, and they'll be much more equipped after going through this exercise to handle things in reality.
This is my first time of seeing this kind of initiative, whereby diplomacy is brought to the foot of children.
Over the course of 3 days, the students served as delegates representing UN member nations and participating in a range of activities, including a diplomatic dinner reflecting the spirit of the United Nations.
Because peace is not passive. Peace is protest and patience, forgiveness and fire.
Despite the sex, despite the religion, despite the color of the skin, the world needs you, and I believe you guys are going to make it.
With the maiden edition already showing remarkable impact, the NTIC has expressed commitment to sustaining and expanding the program to make it even more inclusive in subsequent years.
And what I was expecting about peace, actually, I know that peace is more than just a word. It's a life-giving thing.
We know this is not going to solve the problems in the world, but this is a modest actually, step of NTIC to cultivate its students, to contribute in our own capacity to the future peace. And we are going to continue the program in the second year, next year, by inviting the students from other schools as well.
The key message behind the conference remains clear. Peace is not bought, but built. The NTIC Model United Nations Conference 2025 reflects the voice and vision of young people who believe that through dialogue and cooperation, a peaceful world is possible. In Abuja, Olusheye Adiagbo, NTA News.
The Nigerian Social Insurance Trust Fund, NSITF, has rehabilitated and empowered 57 beneficiaries of its employees' compensation scheme with startup kits and work tools. NSITF Managing Director Oluwaseun Faleye, represented by the General Manager, Claims and Compensation, Nkiruede Ogunaike, while presenting startup kits and work tools to 3 beneficiaries, explained that vocational rehabilitation, which enscopes reorientation, vocational training and empowerment of disabled workers, is a core statutory mandate of NSITF as enshrined in the Employees Compensation Act 2010. Some beneficiaries, Philip and Jo Tewasi, Daniel Ona Imali, and Nanbo Ezekiel, who were trained in furniture making, auto diagnosis and POS operation respectively, expressed their gratitude for being given a new lease of life and means of earning their livelihoods without being a burden to the society. NSITF operates the Employees Compensation Scheme, where employers of labor pay 1% of employee salaries as premium, while the fund provides adequate and just compensation, benefits, rehabilitation and support in times of work-related injuries, disabilities, diseases and deaths. This is the news at 10 on NTA News24. Here's a recap of our top stories. PDP crisis deepens as suspension and counter-suspension surge.
For us to have stability in the party, we must give him that suspension.
ECOWAS evaluates regional integration, identifies single currency as key ingredient. Lagos State Criminal Investigation Department arrests serial commercial taxi rapist and armed robber.
This is NTA News24.
The National Environmental Standards and Regulations Enforcement Agency, NESTRIA, has evolved strategies to help stakeholders maximize profit through waste to wealth. The recently launched National Waste Marketplace program is a testament. Mina Daniels reports.
Effective waste management has remained a recurrent issue, defying solutions in the waste management value chain. The National Environmental Standards and Regulations Enforcement Agency, NESRA, through technology, has broken the jinx. The recent launch of the National Waste Marketplace by the agency gives leverage to those in the waste management value chain to boom through waste to wealth.
Which prioritizes sustained inclusive growth, economic diversification, innovation and effective governance. The National Waste Marketplace program gives practical expression to these priorities by creating opportunities for green enterprise.
The federal government, through the Ministry of Environment, while appreciating NESRA's efforts, said the innovation is in tandem with the implementation framework of the National Policy on Solid Waste Management, the Extended Producer Responsibility, and the National Circular Economy Roadmap and other international environmental conventions, and called on stakeholders to take ownership.
As we advance towards a circular economy, it is essential to recognize the environmental protection is not only a regulatory obligation, but a driver of innovation and green growth.
Unlocking wealth from waste to create a greener environment.
We are committed to supporting the capacity building initiatives of the program and also getting those SMEs and businesses already in our network to participate fully.
A lot of countries are beginning to innovate. They are no longer seeing waste as something that is wasteful. Waste is becoming wealth.
The National Waste Marketplace system seeks to formalize the waste value chain, curb illegal disposal practices, and promote accountability in waste trading and recycling across the country. In Abuja, Mina Daniels, NTA News.
The Sports Writers Association of Nigeria has celebrated 6 decades of sports journalism excellence with a colorful ceremony to honor those who have demonstrated commitment and passion as a unifying voice of Nigerian sports. Dennis Adegunoye reports that those who have excelled in other fields of endeavor were also honored.
This Diamond Jubilee celebration of the Sports Writers Association of Nigeria with the theme, The Power of Sports Media, honoring its legacy, shaping the future, lay emphasis on recognizing and awarding individuals who have made significant contributions to sports development in Nigeria.
Either as sports journalists, as athletes, as coaches, as administrators, or as institutions, we felt we need to tell this group of people, thank you for all you have done.
The work they do helps to refine our sports.
I don't see them as awards, I see them as a debt. So we are collecting a debt from Swan, and the only way we can repay this debt is keep doing what we are doing, to keep doing better.
Sport is the heart of the unity of our country.
This is not just a commemoration of longevity, but also a reaffirmation of purpose, reminding Nigerians that sports journalism is not just about reporting results, but also about building bridges between athletes and fans, between policy and performance, and between generations of Nigerians inspired by the power of sport.
I want to really dedicate the award to the Executive Governor of Kwara State, Malam Abdurrahman Abdurazak, for the giant strides he has taken to develop sports in Kwara State since he came into office. My dedication will also go to my family, NTA that gave me the platform to showcase my talent, and of course my fans across the globe who watched me when I was in office, transmitting sports from different parts of the world. I want to thank the Swan too for this recognition.
Congratulations to Swan. They've done well. I mean, hopefully we'll live to see them climb the 70th step, 80th, and so on and so forth. But having been singled out among, colleagues to be awarded today, I think it goes a long way.
There was also a special mention for the pioneers of Swan and the legacy they have left, as well as the courage of members and the promise of a more impactful future for sports journalism in Nigeria. In Abuja, Dennis Adegunloye, NTA News.
And that's the news at 10 on NTA News 24. Thanks for watching. I'm Eukaria Clinton.